What if I told you that 90% of shooters are sabotaging their accuracy with every single trigger pull? And what if fixing it took just one simple adjustment that you can master in literally 30 seconds? I'm talking about shots that consistently hit low left for righties, groups that look more like shotgun patterns than precision shooting, and that frustrating feeling when you know your sight picture was perfect when the bullet went somewhere else entirely. Today I'm revealing the secret that competitive shooters have used for decades, an adjustment so simple you'll kick yourself for not knowing it sooner. The problem everyone faces. Let me paint you a picture. You're at the range. You've got your stance dialed in, that boxer-style position with your strong foot slightly back, knees bent, leaning forward like you mean business. Your sight alignment? Perfect. Front sight level with the rear, centered in that notch like a textbook diagram. You're focused on that front sight so hard it could catch fire from your stare. You squeeze the trigger and bam, the shot lands low and to the left again. Sound familiar? Here's what's actually happening, and it's not your fault. It's basic human biology working against you. See, our hands are designed for gripping. When one finger moves, the others want to join the party. It's called sympathetic movement, or what old school shooters call milking the grip. Think about it. Make a fist right now and try moving just your index finger while keeping the others completely still. Feel how the fingers want to move? That's exactly what's destroying your accuracy every single time you pull that trigger. The adjustments that change everything. Now I've analyzed the research, studied what champions do differently, and tested these adjustments myself with students who went from spray and pray to one ragged hole groups. We're counting down from 10 to 1, saving the absolute game changer for last. Number 10. Perfect your stance foundation. Before we even touch the grip, your stance is the foundation everything builds on. Adopt that boxer stance I mentioned, strong foot slightly back, knees flexed like shock absorbers, torso leaning forward into the gun. This isn't just about looking tactical, it's about creating a stable platform that absorbs recoil instead of fighting it. When your body is properly positioned, your hands can focus on their job instead of compensating for poor balance. Number 9. Master sight alignment basics. Perfect sight alignment means the top of your front sight is dead level with the top of your rear sight, centered in that rear notch. Sounds simple, but here's the thing, even a tiny misalignment, we're talking fractions of a millimeter at the sight, translates to inches or even feet at the target. At 25 yards, that barely visible sight misalignment could mean missing a man-sized target entirely. Number 8. Focus on the right plane. Your eye can only focus on one distance at a time. It's physically impossible to have the rear sight, front sight, and target all in crystal clear focus simultaneously. The secret? Focus on the front sight. Let the rear sight and target be slightly blurry. I know it feels wrong. Your brain screams, look at what you want to hit, but trust the process. That crisp front sight is your accuracy anchor. Number 7. Control your breathing. Here's a technique straight from military sniper training, scaled down for pistol work. Take a deep breath, exhale about 1/3 of it, then hold. That's your natural respiratory pause, your body's most stable moment. Time your trigger pull for this pause. Your chest isn't moving, your heart rate is momentarily steadier, and your hold is rock solid. Number 6. Optimize trigger finger placement. Forget the old school use the tip of your finger advice. The key is pulling straight back without disturbing sight alignment. For some people with smaller hands, that might mean using the first pad of the finger. For others with longer fingers or heavier triggers, the first joint gives better leverage. The test? Dry fire while watching your sights. If they move left or right during the pull, adjust your finger placement until the trigger moves straight back. Number 5. Master the trigger reset. After your shot breaks, don't let that trigger fly forward like a released spring. Keep it pressed back momentarily, then let it out only far enough to hear and feel the reset click. This does two things. It prevents trigger slap that throws off follow-up shots, and it shortens your trigger pull for the next round. Speed and accuracy, you get both. Number 4. Implement progressive trigger prep. Take up the slack or prep the trigger while you're aligning your sights. Most triggers have some initial take-up before you hit the wall where the real trigger pull begins. By prepping during sight alignment, you're ready to break the shot the instant your sight picture is perfect. It's like having your foot on the clutch, ready to shift gears. Number 3. Utilize support hand pressure. Your support hand isn't just along for the ride, it should provide 60% of your grip pressure. Push with the heel of your support palm while your fingers pull back, creating a vice-like grip. Your strong hand maintains the firing grip and trigger control, but your support hand is the real stabilizer. This technique alone can cut your group size in half. Number 2. Apply front-to-back torque. Here's where it gets interesting. Don't just squeeze the gun, torque it. Push forward slightly with your strong hand while pulling back with your support hand. This creates dynamic tension that locks the gun in place and naturally fights muzzle flip. It's like the isometric tension that makes a bridge strong, opposing forces creating stability. Number 1. The Crush Grip, the ultimate game changer. Alright, here it is, the one adjustment that will transform your shooting forever. It's called the Crush Grip and it's stupid simple. Grip your pistol as hard as you possibly can with every finger except your trigger finger. I mean, crush it. Like you're trying to squeeze water from a rock, like you're hanging off of a cliff, and that grip is the only thing between you and a long fall. Maximum force. Here's why this works when nothing else does. Remember that sympathetic movement problem I mentioned? When you're gripping at 40 to 60% like most instructors teach, your other fingers have room to move when your trigger finger moves. They contract sympathetically, pulling your shots low and left for righties. But when those fingers are already at maximum contraction, when they're locked at 100%, they can't move anymore. They're already maxed out. Your trigger finger is now truly independent. Test it yourself right now. Make a relaxed fist and move your trigger finger. Feel the other fingers twitch? Now squeeze that fist as hard as possible and move your trigger finger again. The other fingers stay locked in place. That's the magic. Bill Jordan, the legendary quick draw champion, taught this decades ago. Grip hard enough to crush granite. Rex Applegate, who trained World War II commandos, called it the convulsive grip. Rob Leatham, modern competition legend, says grip as hard as I can unless my hand starts to tremble. But here's the beautiful part, even if your hand trembles initially, that usually disappears with practice or under adrenaline. And that slight tremor is nothing compared to the massive shot displacement from milking the grip. Putting it all together, now you don't just grab your gun and squeeze like a maniac, there's a method to this madness. First, establish your grip high on the backstrap. The web of your hand should be so high it's almost uncomfortable. Wrap your strong hand fingers around the grip, then bring your support hand in, filling any gaps. No airspace between your hands and the gun. Now apply the crush. Start at absolute maximum pressure, I mean everything you've got. If you get some tremor, back off just enough for it to stop, but no more. With practice, you'll be able to maintain maximum pressure without any shake. Keep this pressure consistent through your entire string of fire. Don't relax between shots. That crush grip is your accuracy foundation from first round to last. The transformation is immediate. Those low left hits, gone. That group that looked like a shotgun pattern, now it's one ragged hole. Students who implement this properly see their grip shrink by 50% or more in a single range session. The science behind the success. This isn't just bro science or old-timer wisdom. The biomechanics are solid. When muscles are at maximum voluntary contraction, they can't contract further. It's physically impossible. By preloading those grip muscles to maximum, you've eliminated their ability to interfere with trigger movement. Plus, the crushing grip does 3 other things. 1. Recoil control. A firm grip means the gun moves less under recoil, getting you back on target faster. 2. Consistency. Maximum pressure is consistent pressure. You grip the same way every single time. 3. Confidence. When that gun is locked in your hand like it's welded there, your confidence soars. This technique works with any handgun, striker-fired, hammer-fired, revolver, semi-auto. It works whether you're shooting a .22 or a .44 Magnum. The physics don't change. Common mistakes to avoid. Don't grip so hard you induce whole arm tension that throws off your stance. The crush is in your hands, not your entire upper body. Don't forget to isolate that trigger finger. It should feel like it's operating independently, almost disconnected from your hand. Don't reduce pressure as you shoot. Fatigue might tempt you to relax, but that's when groups open up. Practice drills. Here's how to build into this muscle memory. Dry fire drill. Unload your pistol, check it 3 times, aim at a small target on the wall, apply the crush grip and pull the trigger 50 times, watching for any sight movement. If the sights dance, you're not crushing hard enough. Ball and dummy drill. At the range, have a partner load your magazine randomly with live rounds and dummy rounds or empty cases. You don't know when the gun will actually fire. If you're flinching or milking the grip, it'll be obvious when you hit a dummy round. One-handed practice. Practice the crush grip one-handed with both strong and support hands. This really drives home the importance of grip pressure since you can't rely on the other hand for stability. When you'll see results. The beautiful thing about the crush grip, you'll see improvement immediately. First magazine, first cylinder, first shot. The difference is that dramatic. But here's what happens as you progress. Day 1, group shrink, low left hits disappear. Week 1, the crush becomes natural, tremor disappears. Month 1, your hands automatically apply proper pressure. Month 3, it's so ingrained you can't imagine shooting any other way. Students regularly report going from 8-inch groups to 3-inch groups in a single range session. Competition shooters have broken through plateaus they'd been stuck at for years. Look, There are a million things that affect accuracy, but if you only change one thing after watching this video, make it the crush grip. It's free, it's instant, and it works every single time. Have you tried this technique? What were your results? Drop a comment below. I read every single one and love hearing your range reports. If this helped your shooting, help the channel by hitting subscribe to Guns You Can't Live Without. We're dropping accuracy secrets every week that your competitors don't want you to know.